Let's talk about Ronda Rousey joining the WWE. What a blockbuster development this year. Something that you never thought you were going to see, especially after just a brief appearance years back with The Rock in the middle of the ring. Echoes of something that you could only hope for at the time. The endorsement by Rowdy Roddy Piper. I watched one of Piper's last interviews today, and in it, not only does he give his blessing to Ronda Rousey to use the Rowdy Roddy name, but he also accepted her into his life as almost a pseudo-daughter of type. Mm-hmm. She has adopted this wrestling lineage, not just as a person growing up, and I'm not just looking at Bayley or Sasha Banks for their little nostalgic trips into where they think that they've been and why they think they deserve what they deserve. Ronda Rousey's gone out and been a world-class competitor in every athletic field that she has wanted to go into, whether it's judo, whether it's the MMA, UFC side of her personality, but she is here. She's focused. That's the kind of competitor she is, especially criticizing Stephanie McMahon and even a little bit Triple H for being personal trainer worthy of
great video package
of a match. Ronda Rousey still very, very new to the world of WWE and professional wrestling today. But Kurt Angle, her partner in this tag team match against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, her partner Kurt Angle is no slouch. Maybe he's lost a step or two, but he is every bit the intelligence, integrity, and intensity that he has always brought. And there is no doubt in my mind that when he steps in that ring as a competitor and not as a general manager, that he is the Kurt Angle of old. And Ronda Rousey is the new blood, and there is blood in the water for her to find. And that is Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Now, I could certainly see Ronda Rousey going after either competitor, Triple H or Stephanie McMahon, and doing quite well for herself. But there is a part of me that no matter who comes out on top of this match, cannot wait to see Ronda Rousey put Stephanie McMahon on her corporate ass. Graham, how do you feel about this matchup?
And that's been a long time coming, too. The dynamic of this match really fascinates me. You have a woman in Ronda Rousey who I know stepped in the ring at WrestleMania 3 years ago, but has yet to compete in a match alone within the realm of WWE. She will get that opportunity at WrestleMania. Stephanie McMahon, I feel like being overlooked in all of this, has yet to wrestle at WrestleMania, so she's also making her in-ring debut at the show of shows. Kurt Angle, his first WrestleMania back in the ring in over a decade. Triple H has been at more WrestleManias than probably anyone except for The Undertaker, so he has that in his back pocket as well. But really, the experience level in this match is unreal. We talked about Roddy Piper. Over 30 years ago, the first ever WrestleMania, the inaugural WrestleMania event, competed in a tag team match in the main event of that first ever WrestleMania. Ronda Rousey will have that same opportunity to do the same next Sunday at WrestleMania 34. I feel like she has to come out on top in this match. Otherwise, what sort of message does it send to the remainder of her, run in WWE? So I have Ronda and Kurt emerging victorious, but again, don't count out Triple H and Stephanie. They might be corporate heads. They might get their comeuppance coming to them at the hands of Rousey and Angle, but they will look very strong in defeat. I give you that.
Now, based on some of the things that Triple H and Stephanie said this past week, they certainly alluded to the fact that should Ronda Rousey lose this match, she would not be judged unfairly going forward. It would be basically a reset button in their mind to teach Ronda Rousey a welcoming lesson in the ways of the WWE in their mind, and that she wouldn't necessarily be barred from better opportunities going forward. She wouldn't be thrown at the bottom of the pile and discarded as new talent. She would be promoted. She would be elevated by this, and she would hopefully learn a new respect for her corporate overlords to some degree. That does not seem to be any part of what Ronda Rousey has in mind. And especially Kurt Angle. What does this mean for his future role as general manager? This has to be your job is on the line, whether you win or lose. As even if you lose, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, they already think you're a loser, Kurt. And Ronda Rousey, they certainly want to keep you in your place. Even if the two of you win, there's nothing protecting Kurt Angle after this. There's nothing keeping Kurt Angle here. His son is Jason Jordan is not going to even be able to compete at WrestleMania this year, unfortunately. But certainly, there's really no family ties that Kurt Angle will have after this match. So they can very clearly get to Ronda Rousey even after WrestleMania, win, lose, or draw. Ronda Rousey is going to have to put such a beating on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon with the help of Kurt Angle that they are not only hurt, they're humiliated, they're demoralized, and they have to take a step back from the WWE to regroup before they even think about approaching Ronda Rousey with the way that they have. So, that being said, I think it is all on the line for Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle. This could be Kurt's last go in a ring. We might not see Kurt again after this. There's a real possibility that, he's going to be completely barred from the WWE because of his actions here.
He's fighting his bosses, yeah.
He's fighting his bosses. I would not be surprised. And what happens almost every year, seemingly, Stephanie McMahon goes through another general manager. It just on a whim.
Yep.
So it's all going to be on the line, and that is something that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon do not prepare well for, and they constantly find themselves coming up short. And I believe that is exactly what's going to happen when Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle go way over Stephanie McMahon and Triple H.
Well, if Kurt Angle is going to go over here, he might as well go out in a blaze of glory by beating his bosses, Stephanie and Kurt Angle. Ronda has tasted defeat before in the UFC, twice, might I add. Something I'm sure she does not want to experience again, making me that much more confident in my pick of Rousey and Angle.